I was just hopping on here to see. I don't go live hardly at all, but I was hopping on here to see who wanted to talk about the threat on Candace Owens' life. I made a post about it yesterday. Yeah, so last night, Candace Owens tweeted out that the Macrons, Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron, have put out a hit on her life and that our government knows about it. So I made a post about it, but I don't know how many people are interested in talking about it live here. So Candace Owens has been doing a series on who killed Charlie Kirk, who assassinated Charlie Kirk. I don't know if you guys have watched it. I've been watching every bit of it because seeing Charlie get shot and assassinated like he did, I immediately knew something was up. And her reaction seems like the sanest reaction I've seen ever since the Charlie died. From the FBI to TPUSA to Erica Kirk to our own government, the churches and pastors. It's I'm like, if all these people are just like okay with what's going on, then all these people in some way, shape, or form are aware or knew beforehand what was going to happen to Charlie. 100%. To me, 100%. Although I say that and I'm like in my head and heart and like I really think that I am leaving room to, to hear from anybody else. And I don't think the FBI and the rest of them are talking because they don't want to mess up the case. If you've got a pretty solid case, then how are you going to mess that up? They're hiding Tyler Robinson from us. Yeah, she is in danger for not being silent. I agree. I agree with you 100%. She's in more danger if she's quiet. What worries me, like if they're successful, is what that would do. Like, what do you think that would do to the rest of America? Even, the people like us who believe her, who believe something fishy is going on and that our government does not operate above board. What would that do to Americans who aren't as brave, like to post about it or talk about it, or even because people are afraid of seeming crazy and like conspiracy theorists, right? Like a lot of people don't want to be accused of that. Hi, son. And I got it. Okay, so people are afraid of what others will think, but looking back, so I have made posts about it. You guys should go back and look at. There was one over around on Veterans Day. I made a post and I had listed the misinformation, disinformation, the straight up lies and stuff. It's just really a graphic, a piece of paper that lines out some of the conspiracies that actually have happened that we have proof of. But people are still afraid. Like people will just want to blindly trust their government and think, the people like you and like us who actually can critically think and look at things and go, something doesn't make sense. Some of us are willing to take the heat, and I'm glad Candace is willing to take the heat because I feel like I think she's right. I think we're cooked unless we start speaking out because what'd she say? How did she say that? Yeah, the three-letter agencies are shady as hell and will do anything to protect it. And those, so the people behind the three-letter agencies too are willing to go to any lengths, and it's not just in America. Like they're operating internationally. It's crazy. God, what was I going to say? Like our government is overtaken. it's blatant, like it's full out, like they barely even try to hide it, and they just rely on gaslighting. Let's see, did you see the report the investigative journalist did on how many attacks were actually FBI? I didn't see that, and I'd be interested. I just started last night, and I was watching it while Candace tweeted out her SOS for us to retweet that her life's in danger. But it's an MK Ultra. I don't know a ton about it. I've heard Candace talk about it. I know very top level information, but she had mentioned one of the prisoners and I think it's I can't remember the number of the prisoner, but I'm going to research into that. But the MK Ultra program. Anyway, so I'm watching it, and so I'm in the process. I'm in the second episode, but it's about Operation Paperclip, and it's a conspiracy theory that actually happened, like all the rest of the conspiracy theories, but reports of them using LSD and mind control, and this family lost their husband. Anyway, so it's going into that. It's super, I mean, we're crazy to think that there aren't conspiracies to control us, to control what we say, what we see, what we hear, what we support. We're crazy to think there's nothing going on there. You don't stay in power that long. Brigitte Macron, the first man of France. Yeah, you don't stay in power that long and that strong without a lot of shady shit going on. and a lot of collusion and coordination. So, yeah. Let's see. Some of the comments were filtered. So, guys, I'm not super great at using this live, so I'm going to try to get most global governments. Yeah. And Egypt, it'll be interesting to hear. I don't know if that's just an Egyptian plane. Yeah, I don't trust the court systems either. Yeah, no. Did you guys see? So Ian Carroll had, and some others, I think maybe did Barron do it originally, where they had done they looked up the search words in Google, and they were searching up the surgeon's name, they were searching up locations, even before Charlie went to UVU. I'm scrolling through the comments. Yeah, Barron. And I hope somebody's taking those searches and lining them up with Candace's timeline with the planes also. Because there was something that she had mentioned in her show. I think it was Wednesdays, and I wanted to go in there. I honestly, back probably when I was in my 20s, in the 90s, I was really into this stuff and could sit for hours and research and connect dots, and I did. And that was back when I had to go to the library and look on microfilm for stuff. But yeah, so but I don't have the quiet brain to be able to sit, and the patience to be able to sit and do that. I'll talk about it and can talk about it and can do some research, but to sit there and connect the dots like they're doing, it's amazing, and I love it. And he did it on other conspiracies. Oh, okay. So he did searches on other conspiracies too, like that. You're talking about Barron's son. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it would, and I loved to hear that Candace was saying she's talking to the creators on the back end to coordinate and to make sure they're releasing, information together so that they all can stay safe. Okay, what he uncovered is huge. I think that Sun says U.S. has a base in Egypt that U.S. Israel used to cover the tracks. Yeah, and I wonder if the dignitaries that she said were on the plane were actually the Macrons. Both of those guys. Are you guys on Twitter? So when I had seen her post, probably I think it was like 14 minutes after she did it. I was one of the first ones to retweet it there because like it still hadn't been trending. I think now it's probably gone more viral, but it is not being talked about as much as I expected. And I put something on YouTube. I posted on Instagram. I posted here on TikTok, and I'm shocked that it hasn't seen more attention. I didn't make a video. I just shared her a picture of her tweet. But Dave Neal talked about it today. He's not super on board. Like he hasn't embraced that it most likely is a hit that was put out on Charlie and that somebody's after Candace. He's more he likes to stay more balanced. But I think we need people who are going to step out and go and, you know, here I'm saying, like, I want to stay a little bit balanced. Like, I want to have an open mind enough to where when new information, I can receive new information and process it and make sense of it and not just like close my eyes and ears to it. But I feel like we need more people standing up and speaking and saying, no, we think some shady stuff is going on, and to really take a risk and do that because we all know it's happening. Well, if you're smart, we know it's happening. Keep tapping the like button, and some people will see the live. So yes, thank you. Keep tapping the love like button. I wasn't sure how many people would want to jump on the live and start talking about it. So I'm glad that you guys are here. The scary thing is, Sun said, the scary thing is that they have the ability to give some fast-moving cancer. Oh, so they can give you cancer. Like, I mean, there's so many ways. They could get to us at any time anyway. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Did you see when I was looking up the MK Ultra program and investigating and researching into that, the France one where they had the population of this little town in France had contaminated bread and they were hallucinating and all that. I don't know. Like that's not one I know a lot about, and it seems far-fetched, but like all of these things seem far-fetched until you realize how dirty it all is. And even with the COVID thing, the COVID, you know, people, it's widely known that there was a conspiracy theory. There was conspiracies happening along with the COVID stuff, and people are still like, it's like, oh, okay, and they move on and they forget. They don't want to think it goes deeper. Victims of MK Ultra are suing. Did you guys see the video that the Congress people had put out telling the U.S. military that they don't have to do anything illegal? I loved that. And then Donald was basically calling for their death. What a weirdo. Like, he's the president and he's inciting violence and his party is okay with it. That's completely unreasonable. That's wild to me. But I was glad to see that they're doing that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if there's some rumblings that they're hearing, and they're trying to get a jump on it and tell the military, hey, you don't have to do anything that's illegal. Because to me, like all these convergences, all these, so Marjorie Taylor Greene quit. This Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, the videos going out saying you don't have to do anything illegal even if your government tells you to. Hold on. Still happening. My work still pressuring to get the COVID vaccine. Yeah, that's insane to me that today they're still doing that, pressuring for that. But there's so many convergences happening. I'm wondering if things are coming out like that. They're doing it in a way because they know something is in the pipeline and something's about to go down, which is what I was saying. That in another one of my posts, it's a really short one, but that American flag that was on the ground, to me, I'm like, this is a symbol. Like we're in trouble, and Americans need to start speaking loud and together. I don't think that was an accident. Well, I'm saying I don't think it was a coincidence. I think it was a symbol and a sign for us. But yeah, it concerns me. It makes me really wonder what they might know or what they might be hearing is going on, that they would want to step out. I know the whole deportation stuff, I know that's going on, but to me, it seemed even deeper than that. And what's going on with the ICE and people being arrested, Americans being arrested for even filming. Wild. The government has been killing us, poisoning us, making us depressed and addicted to technology evil. And we're slaves. They're making us financial slaves as well. We are marketed to and sold over and over and over again with our own money too, like all of it. It's happening at every turn. Like the amount that we're marketed to and the amount that we're sold is wild. For science, pharmaceuticals, our schools.